Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with more new cards. That's right folks, we've got a card from Animation Chronicle and some cards from Rage of the Abyss. First up, let's take a look at this Animation Chronicle card, because this is just a one-off. It is the Earthbound Immortal that Jack Atlas fought, that also looks nothing like an Earthbound Immortal, but it is for some reason. Sure. Its name is Earthbound Immortal Scarred Nova. It's a level 12 Dark. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. You can only control one face-up Earthbound Immortal monster, sure. During either main phase, quick effect, you can banish this card from your hand or graveyard, send one Earthbound Immortal monster or one Red Dragon Archfiend from your hand or face-up field to the grave, and then apply one of the following effects. Special summon an Earthbound monster from your deck or extra deck. Special summon a Red Nova Dragon from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. Okay. This is just an anime card. It's bad. Of course, like, it's bad. Yeah. But it's just an anime card. I get tired of these really easily. Because you could make these cards more interesting. Like, I don't think this is what the effect it had in the anime, right? I mean, maybe it did. I don't know. I haven't gotten to this part in 5Ds. I'm still stuck in, like, the first season. I don't know. This is pretty nothing, though, because you gotta summon this guy. Like, that's the main thing. It's like, it doesn't matter what this effect does, is you still have to summon this fucker, and this guy is gonna be a pain in the ass to try and summon. I would like to see you send the Red Dragon Archfiend from your hand, though. That sounds funny to me. From extra deck. Oh, so you can get the fusions. That's cool. Man, I wish the fusions had more good support. That's the thing about this that disappoints me the most, is that the Earthbound cards, like the Earthbound Servant cards in particular, really need a little bit more support to be playable. And they just keep printing more Earthbound cards that don't actually support that. They support the old Earthbounds, and the old Earthbounds are really bad. So I do wish that it would help the current the Earthbound Servants, which are actually really interesting and good and cool, but it doesn't seem like we're doing that. Alright, let's move on to something that's hopefully a little more interesting. Metalmorph retrains. Isn't this neat? And of course the star of the show is a Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. I love this card, dude. Okay, listen. I like to shit talk Blue Eyes and Red Eyes a lot, because they're bad decks. I really like Red Eyes. I really like Red Eyes. I want Red Eyes to be good so bad. This guy could be interesting, though. He's a level 8, not a level 7. Alright. Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. Let's go. Level 8 Dark Machine Effect. Cannot be normal summoned. A set must be first special summoned by the effect of Metalmorph Enhanced. That attributed to a level 5 or higher dragon monster. Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good. No, you can't make him bad. You have to make him good. No. You can only use the first and second effects of this card once per turn. You can reveal this card in your hand, set a Metalmorph trap directly from your deck. Okay, hold. That helps a lot by getting the Metalmorph directly from the deck, and then shuffle this card into the deck. Perfect, so it sets itself up. When your opponent activates an effect, quick effect, you can negate that activation, and if you do, destroy it. Then you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of one monster they control. Oh. It's just a negate. Just a negate? That's neat. A negate that pops and also does damage. That's really cool. That's good. An effect. Any effect. It's an Omni. It negates the activation too, so they don't even get to pay cost. Wow. Hold up. Alright, we got a new Metal Zoa X. I'm sorry, I'm geeking out on these ones. I actually really like these. Level 8 Dark. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must first be special summoned by the effect of Metalmorph that attributed to a level 5 or higher Fiend monster. Oh man, don't make me play these cards. Oh no. Can only use the first effect of this card's once per turn. You can reveal this card in your hand, set the Metalmorph trap directly from your deck. If you do, shuffle this card into the deck. Okay, same effect. Up to twice per turn, when your opponent activates a spell or monster effect, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it. This one's not as good. I don't think this one's nearly as good. Like, pops are good, but if or monster effect. I was about to say if it's only when you activate a spell or a spell effect, like, but no, spell or monster effect, that could be something. That can pop field spells so they don't resolve, pop continuous spells so they don't resolve, and, you know, pop monsters that might need to be popped. Yeah, and it's twice per turn? Okay, okay. Oh, hello, Fiendish Beast Zoa. We got a new Zoa. Look at him. Look at this guy. Alright, so this is, I guess, what you're supposed to use to get Metal Zoa. Metal Zoa looks nothing like him. That's fun. It kind of looks... Same pose. That's cool that they're... Well, no, not quite. Not quite the same pose. It's like they're doing two parts of an animation together. But his face looks nothing like him, is the thing. Oh, wait. No, he's got this big metal... He's got this big spike here. That's what that is. Oh, okay. That's why it looks like that. That's the big spike from his chin. I thought that was his, like, lower jaw with, like a big cartoony underbite. All right. Enough of this. Let's read the card. Level 7 Dark. I like that it levels up. You can only use each of the second, third effects of this card once per turn. If your opponent controls a monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Okay. That's not great. If that's the way we're getting these cards out, that's not great. But I know a card that can get a level 7 monster out without tributing. It's called Kashtira Birth. If this card is in your hand, you can special summon it in defense position. Then if... Wait, you could just special summon this. Okay. Never mind then. Fuck, what the fuck am I talking about? If this card is in your hand, you can special summon it in defense position. Then if Metalmorph Enhance is not in your graveyard, your opponent can special summon a monster from their hand. Oh, gross. During your main phase, you can set a Metalmorph trap directly from your deck. That could be really bad, actually. That could be really devastating. Oh, hello. Metalmorph Trap, any Metalmorph card. There's a couple of those. I'm going to go ahead and have Edo Pro opening up in the background while I read Metal Copycat. Alright, Metal Copycat is a level 1 light spellcaster. Obviously a reference to the Copycat card that copies the Metalmorph. You can only use the first and second effects of this card once per turn. If this card is normal special summon, you can set a Metalmorph trap directly from your deck. Then if Metalmorph Enhanced is in your graveyard, you can draw a card. Cool. While in the monster zone, increase this card's level by 4 during your opponent's turn, making it a level 5 monster. But it's a spellcaster. What does that matter? You could declare one type. This card becomes the declared type until the end of your opponent's turn. That's what it matters. It could be the dragon to get out the red eyes. Because they didn't give one for that. Because if they made a red eyes card, it would also be a red eyes card. And that archetype is already plenty confused. Alright, a normal spell. Looming Machine. Looming Machine. Oh, also, are these all dark? No, that's a light. That's a dark. That's a dark. And that's a dark. Okay, so this is Dark Machine support, too. So maybe some of those Dark Machines will work for this. Okay, so let's read the spell. You can only use the second effect of this card's one per turn. Add from your deck or graveyard to your hand a Metalmorph Trap or a monster that mentions Metalmorph Enhanced. Oh, okay. So it's a Rhoda for the basically the entire deck. If you control a Metalmorph Trap, you can banish this card from your graveyard and then target a face-up... Or, nope, not face-up. Target a defense position monster your opponent controls, change it to attack position face-up. As opposed to face-down defense... the face-down attack position. Okay. And then this is going to be our Metalmorph Enhanced. Alright. There he is. That's the Metalmorph. Metalmorph Enhanced. Normal Trap. You can only activate this card once per turn. Tribute one face-up monster you control. Special summon one monster that mentions Metalmorph Enhanced from your hand, deck, or grave. Then equip this card to it as an equip card with the following effect. But it has to fit the conditions, because all of them say must be special summoned this way, right? Yeah, must first be special summoned by the effect that tributed a level 5 or higher fiend monster. So yeah, they do have to fit the conditions. And it has a following effect. The equipped monster gains 400 attack and defense, cannot be destroyed by spells or monster effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with spells or monster effects. Oh, it gives it the metal powers. The machine type monster powers from the Duelist Kingdom arc, where machines are immune to spells. And the effects of spell that monsters cast, so like spellcasters and monsters that use the magic attacks couldn't affect them. They're replicating that by making it just any monster effects cannot be destroyed and cannot be targeted. They could still be affected by them, but that's cool. This is neat. And we have time machine. Time engine, always treated as a Metalmorph card. That's important for the searching. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effects, you could target one of them, special summon it. Then if you special summon a level 5 or higher machine monster, and there's another Metalmorph card on your field or in your graveyard, you could apply the following effect: destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the special summon monster. Okay. Let me read that again. Monster you control is destroy a battle or opponent's card effect, which, you know, they can't if they're equipped with this thing, but let's ignore that for now. Well, unless they're destroyed by a no, they still cannot be destroyed. Why is it destroyed then? It should just, okay, whatever. You can target one of them, special summon it, then if you special summon a level 5 or higher machine monster, and there's another Metalmorph card on your field or in your graveyard, you can apply the following effect: you destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half of the special summon monster. So you probably don't want to play this card. I feel like this card's just kind of bad. It's like a win more. It feels like it should be good, but it's a win more card. I don't think you're ever going to do this, really. Like, it's not hard necessarily to actually get the conditions off, but they'll know about it, so they just won't destroy if it's going to, you know, cost them the game. So I feel like that one's a bit of a dud, but the other 6 are looking pretty good. I'm going to search on Edo Pro Metalmorph. Okay, so first up we have the OG Metalmorph, which of course everyone knows what that one does. It just gains attack. That one's not particularly good, but it can get your monster pretty big at least. The 2 Metal Zoa and Black Metal Dragon are just like not good cards at all. And then there's Rare Metalmorph, that's the most recent one besides these new ones. Activate this card by targeting a machine monster on the field. While this card is face up on the field, the machine monster gains 500 attack. Also negate the first spell effect that targets that monster. When a monster leaves the field, destroy this card. Okay, so this card you're not playing either. This card's not very good either. Okay. So I think the only thing you're playing are these 6 cards. Is that enough? No. No, it's not. But we could have a second wave. I think there's probably a second wave of this coming. This is a cool idea, I think, to turn the Metalmorph into like an archetype. I like that. I like that we're going back. I wish we would do this for anything other than DM. Like, obviously we need to do this for DM. You gotta hit the DM. I love DM. The DM is my favorite. But I wish we were doing this for some of the other ones besides DM. I guess we kind of are, because we got the Supreme King stuff recently. We got the. It just feels like we hit the DM really hard, and maybe we should hit some of the other ones a little harder. But like taking some of these like, but those are like supporting a specific archetype that already existed, right? Except for maybe the Supreme King. This is making a new archetype out of famous anime moments, right? I guess part of it is that like later anime already have like archetypes, whereas like this right here is turning an archetype out of one duel, but it's like a duel made of a whole bunch of individual monsters that don't do anything together, right? Whereas later games in the series, everyone has an archetype that like reflects their personality. And so it's easy to just be like, okay, so yeah, this is the Neos, archetype. This is like there's a hero. This is Galaxy. This is that. Whereas this, you had to craft an archetype out of a bundle of useless, worthless garbage, and just like give them new cool effects. So I guess that's why it kind of looks different. Although they could do that with that one Yusei duel where he has to play with a bunch of like the prisoners cards. Kind of defeats the purpose of that episode, but they could turn that into an archetype. That'd be kind of cool. These are cool, and I don't think they're that bad either. Like honestly, the thing that's holding me back, the only thing that's holding me back is the fact that the good card is Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon, right? Metal Zoa X is fine. It's like a fine card. Fiendish Beast Zoa is fine. Is it fine? Yeah, it sets a Metalmorph directly from deck. That's like fine. Which like gets you your combo off, so you want to have that. Metal Copycat is also good because it gets you the Metalmorph stuff. And then it turns into the... I just don't like that you have to wait until your opponent's turn to have your board. And also it really seems like the only thing you can do with it is make one negate. It's an Omni negate, don't get me wrong. It's a good negate. But it's one negate and 2 pops. Yeah, because that's a hard once per turn. So that's 1 negate and 2 pops. Right? So it makes me wonder if there's like something else we can do. Like, the deck seems really consistent, right? Everything in the deck gets you everything else in the deck, right? That's the thing I'm noticing. So it shouldn't be hard to shave down cards and make this a very small engine. And then you can put it in something else. Something that perhaps has a lot of level 5 or higher dragon monsters. Because that's all Red Eyes Black Full Metal needs, is a level 5 or higher dragon monster. So you can play this in... You can play it like a small Metalmorph package. I would say probably like maybe 3 of this card. This one seems like a decent one to have in. Obviously you want to play Metalmorph Enhanced. Did you just play 3 of this card? Probably not, right? You probably just play 1 of this card. Like I don't see why you want to play more than 1 of this card. Unless you play 3 of Black Full Metal Dragon, because Black Full Metal Dragon also can get you to the Metamorph trap. But you could also just play the 1. It's like you could theoretically play just like 3 Looming Machine, 1 Metalmorph, 1 full black or Black Full Metal, and just skip the Zoa stuff entirely. That's what I'm saying though. Like, skip the Zoa stuff, skip the Copycat. You could play more or less copies of the Metalmorph and the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. I don't really care about that part, but I think if you have the spell, the Metal Dragon, and the Metalmorph, this could actually make a really interesting piece of either branded or Dragon Link stuff, right? Dragon Link doesn't really go into very many high-level dragons, but there's a couple. Like obviously there's Dark Metal Dragon, Darkness Metal Dragon, I mean, which is appropriate. It's appropriately themed. So I don't know if they would get but I don't know if they would get as much use out of this as Branded would. But Branded, hell, you might actually want to. But Branded could actually like. I was thinking you might, because Branded has such a large deck as it is, you might want to put more copies of this stuff in. But Branded could actually like use a negate. From what I recall of the deck, they don't really end on a negate. So adding a negate to the end board, especially an Omni negate that destroys and does burn damage, could actually be really useful. I don't know. This seems the deck as a whole seems fun, and I think there's actually a little bit of a use for Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. I think that has a lot of potential. So yeah, I think that's my thoughts on this. Let me know what you think about these. What are you planning to play this in? I think you could probably do this in some sort of Dragoonity build, perhaps, if you're playing Dragoonity these days. Why didn't Dragoonity get any support recently? I feel like Dragon support. If you make more Dragoonities, you're gonna have to destroy Dragon Link somehow on the ban list. Or lock things. If you lock things to wins, I think that would fix everything. Year of the Wind. Let's come on. Year of the Wind. When's it coming? Yeah, let me know what you think of these. Where are you planning on playing this? How are you planning on playing this? Are you going to do a little package, or are you going to do a full deck? What are you expecting out of the next set? Because I assume there's going to be another wave of support. There are 7 cards in here, which is a significant amount. But I think there's going to be another wave for this, just like there was for Yugi's Gold Sark deck. In fact, Yugi's Gold Sark deck had a lot of waves, so maybe we can get some more of these, but I don't know what else you put in here, right? We've kind of run out of all the cards that were used in that duel, haven't we? Not all of them. Maybe we can find some other stuff. And I didn't even touch on, like, Dark Machine stuff. Does Dark Machine do anything with this? I don't think so, but there could be some more stuff. Like, maybe, like, what was it? Heavy Metal Raiders? That spell card? Heavy Metal Raiders, that's exactly it, the field spell. Maybe not. maybe not. Or, maybe you could do the Desperado Dragon. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to see you next time, which will be, after the weekend. If new cards show up over the weekend, I'm going to get to them on Monday, because I am going to be gone for a little bit. If you haven't already, take a look at my new video essay about one-card combos and non-engine, and why Snake Eye format kind of sucks. That's what it's called. Why does Snake Eye format suck? It's a little bit of an inflammatory title, but that's what you got to do on YouTube, unfortunately. A lot of people in the comments are replying to the title of the video rather than to the contents of the video, but they're replying. At least they're leaving comments. Whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a good one. I hope you have a good weekend. Stay safe and all. Bye. Bye. I gotta stop babbling. Bye. Hey there, thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. The YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. You have a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You could also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any singles, sealed product, or accessories that you want, all to start supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now!